I still have the mic, by the way.
This is not a shouting match. We are talking to the national studio. And I think it's very important that we also respect each other.
I don't think there's anyone shouting.
Now, what I'm trying to say long and short, it is very, very difficult to defend the devil.
And is it?
It's difficult to defend the devil.
How so?
Because what
is the devil coming in?
What the devil does outside there.
Do they have a devil in their corner?
Go with your point, please.
What the devil does is there for everybody to see. And you cannot say what has been done by the devil is the right thing. No, when my colleagues comes and says, a rural community was not able to come because they are teachers who are working. They could not have come. They could not have left their work. I just want to tell the Kenyan people.
They move from such point of ignorance.
All Kalau is a rural setup. People work when they want to work, and they rest when they want to rest. Now, in particular, when money has been poured to give the turnout that UDA is popular, they will quickly leave their cows, they will quickly leave their farms and go and receive the money. In fact, they did exactly that. What they did not do is to go to the polling station. Why? Because there is a narrative in all Kalau that anybody who goes to support UDA party is a traitor of the cause.
I want to get a clarification on something here, and I'd love to get it from you. So these nominations, I repeat, are within the boundaries of parties. So you have any party doesn't have any business with another party when it comes to the nomination. During the by-election, then one would then be the actual election. Then one would be able to say it matters who shows up or who doesn't. You could have a direct nomination by a party. So that's where we say there's even no threshold that needs to be met, except for the fact that Ndu and Dennis pit against one another within the party and then somebody is selected. So external business really has nothing to do with an internal process of nomination. My question is, only registered members can vote within a nomination process. Of what benefit? I mean, and of course, if money was spent, of what benefit would it be to spend money on a process that is internal? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody else says or does. Further to that, the IEBC is not even involved in tallying of numbers towards the nomination process. Why would I spend money for a process where I can still dictate the outcome?
I'll tell you.
Exactly.
The reason is this. UDA party is a ruling party. And they want to prove to the world they're still very popular. So the more people who turn out to vote for the preferred candidate.
Registered people.
Yes.
Okay. This is a pre-process.
Yes.
They must have registered before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So the turnout of those registered members will give an indication of the outcome of the election.
Okay.
Remember, politics is emotional. It's about attachment. It's about feeling associated. It's very, very emotional. And therefore, for me to leave my business to go and do nomination with a by-election coming, it requires a lot of conviction. And that's where you start reading the mood on the ground. In fact, the likes of my colleague here, they must refund back Ruto's money for throwing money, and there was no turnout. They have a very serious issue. Number two.
That's, of course, going with the assumption that money was poured.
Money was spent, yeah.
It's assumption which is not there. There's no purpose.
It is there. It is there. And let me tell you, if there is people who like showing off, PR, the UDA party, they will launch one project after another, the one project 10 times. Why? Just to show that they are popular. Now, and that is their psyche. As opposed to DCP party, where people come out without being coerced by anybody, without any promise for anything, but just to come and liberate their country. That they are too much different. And I said, the psyche of UDA party, you spend money. And I said, today, and my colleague, I want him to prove me wrong, the last engagement he had with the people of Moranga, she had taken money to Kangari. There she refused, there she goes empty-handed. In fact, for you to be able to vote, I'm saying, ask her which party is going to vie for. She will not tell you she will not vie with the UDA party. Because she knows UDA party in the mountain has no chance. In fact, I want her even to declare when your boss is listening. Your boss is listening. I want you to UDA party
before you finish.
If you make a mistake, if you make a mistake, and they know very well that if you vie with UDA
Kenyans have become smart.
If you become UDA party, you have no chance. And therefore, matters or kalau. The die is cast.
I mean.